What it do, people? I'd like to welcome y'all to another episode, man. Know That Sports Thursday Night Football Edition, man. I got my guy with me, man, Walt Stringer, man, CEO of Goats and Rings and co-host of East West Football Podcast. What it do, Pimp Ju?
Man, I can't call it, man. Just glad you had me back on.
Hey, man, you know we gotta go back and forth about these top 10, man. Man, we ain't get to make no noise. You know, the Raiders were playing the Dallas Cowboys, so I had to talk to some Raider fans. We ain't do the top 10 too tough. We ain't do the top 10 with them. I still have my top 10 out. But you know, we compare our top 10. That shit be got them almost on Q2.
Oh yeah.
Over we gotta jump out with this Thursday night football game, man. A must-win game. They say for both teams, but I say a must-win game for the Cowboys, for real. What you think about this game Thursday night, man? About this Dallas New Orleans. Cowboy Nation and who that nation?
All right, well, let's think about something. First of all right, so Dallas, looking at things from Dallas' perspective, y'all 7-4 right now. I'm not as worried as a lot of people are, given the fact that the games y'all lost, okay, y'all lost on Thanksgiving. Y'all lost a shootout to the Raiders on Thanksgiving. You go before that, you lost a close game to Kansas City that you probably would have won. Y'all probably would have dragged Kansas City if y'all had y'all two receivers. Even with Zeke being hobbled by the injury, y'all had both y'all receivers. Y'all probably would have got past Kansas City. Y'all did beat Atlanta.
I believe that.
And then y'all did have a rough game back in November 17th against Denver. So I mean, once y'all got hurt, y'all suffered injuries to significant positions, significant keys to y'all offense, to y'all team. Period. When that offense ain't clicking on all cylinders, it's tougher for that defense to get going. It's tougher for that front to get going. It's tougher for Trayvon Diggs to get his man coverage on the back end, and which is a lot of times is a benefit of that pressure that Michael Parsons is able to also generate. So everything for y'all go hand in hand. The receivers wasn't there. Dak was thrown off with the situation he was thrust in. Now you expect your tri-million-dollar quarterback to really get things going when everything ain't kosher, but that's not really what he is. But like I said, I think it's a must-win game for you guys. The Saints still beat up. We really don't know who all gonna be starting for the Saints. They pretty much, I'm guessing, gonna mail it in, even though I'm sure Sean Payton himself ain't gonna let the team mail it in. But the Saints got too many injuries themselves. But
yeah, they do.
Ain't no excuse, man. I mean, y'all still in the driver's seat in the NFC East. Y'all got to go out there and get that game tomorrow and make it happen. Because you can't afford to drop another one. Not like this. It's not a gimme, but it should be a gimme for y'all.
Yes. When they boil down to it, it's really not a gimme, because they now game a gimme. But you got to go out there and skirt your business against the wounded team that you finna play against. I think Taysom Hill, he going to start or whatever. He'll be starting quarterback. So you got a gadget player at your quarterback with I think his foot hurt, but he's still gonna play. I think Kamara, he questionable. I don't know if he's gonna play or not. A couple offensive linemen, they ain't played in a couple games, they've been injured. They're gonna be questionable. I don't know if they're gonna play. They should play though. Mark Ingram, he gonna play. Davenport, they best defense, one of their best defense linemen, I ain't gonna say the best defense lineman, because Jordan their best defense lineman. One of their best defense linemen ain't playing. I smell blood in the water, man. We supposed to go out here and beat shit out them folks. They just straight up and down with me. I think we supposed to go out there and just beat the straight hell out them folks. They supposed to be the get right game. I look at this as supposed to be a get right game. Either way, we're gonna be on the road or whatever. Mark Cooper coming back. CeeDee Lamb coming back. I think D-Law gonna play. I think Randy Gregory gonna play. I'm looking for a big boost out my defense. The hot little 33-pointers they gave up to the Raiders. I don't see New Orleans scoring over 17 points. I'm gonna be mad they score 17, really. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be mad. I'll take 17, but I think they should score under 17. I think our offense should be clicking a little bit. We should beat them folk by some, like, even though we on the road, we should beat them like 28-17 or 28-14, some shit like that, 30-14. We should dominate them. They ain't got no leader. I'm saying one thing about it, when your quarterback ain't there, hey man, your leader gone, man. You don't And that's what we've been seeing with New Orleans. Ever since that Tampa Bay game when Jameis Winston got hurt, we ain't seen the same New Orleans team no more.
Well, I'm gonna ask you this. Are y'all good enough to sweep the rest of the NFC East the rest of the way? Because after this Saints game, y'all got Washington twice. Yeah, y'all got Washington twice in 3 weeks. Y'all got after the Saints game, y'all at Washington, at the Giants, then y'all back home to play Washington again. Then y'all host Arizona and y'all finish at Philly. You know that game at Philly always a dicey game.
That's the one. That's the one.
Y'all not beating Washington twice.
The first game we played them well in Washington.
Yeah.
If we win that game, we will. If we beat that,
I don't know. It's hard to beat a team twice in 2 weeks, though. I mean, twice in 3 weeks.
Yeah, you're right. But we just seen Cincinnati do that. We just seen. When I say we just seen Cincinnati do that, we didn't see Cincinnati beat them in 2 weeks. But we seen Cincinnati beat their division rival 2 games. First game they got there, played them pretty tight or whatever. Next time they played them, they blew them out.
No, they blew them out both games.
Okay.
Yeah, they blew Pittsburgh out.
I remember because the first game, because Pittsburgh was saying, Cincinnati players was saying, man, we seen them give up. They gave up. We seen them give up. So you're right. Blow them out 2 times in a row. The positive note that I have about the Cowboys, and to answer your question, yes. After this game right here, I don't see we should not lose another game in the regular season. Maybe one more against Arizona, maybe. And the reason why I say that because a lot of folks finna come back. Since a lot of defensive players finna come. I know at least 1, 2, 3, at least three main defensive players finna come back. As in my defensive tackle, Gallimore. I'm sorry, I said the name of Gallimore. Randy Gregory, D-Law. I said I like them folk coming back. They will give a big help on the defense. Offensive wise, I'm finna get Cooper back. I'm finna get Lamb back. This Sunday will be the 3rd game, or I think the 2nd game all year that Dak Prescott had all 3 of his weapons out there at the same time. I'm saying I think we should. I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say yeah.
I don't know, man. Like it's gonna be tough to pull out that divisional triangle. Washington, New York, Washington.
I swear I don't believe in Washington, man. I don't believe in Washington.
I don't either, but y'all ain't beating them. Like Washington, New York, Washington. Y'all gonna lose one of them 3 games. I guarantee.
Oh, you said Washington, New York, Washington.
Yeah.
We're gonna sweep them folk.
In them 3 weeks, y'all gonna lose one of them games.
If I got all my players that I say they supposed to be coming back. If my players play, I ain't saying the folk that's out for the year with them, but the folks supposed to come back. Yeah. If I go out there with Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, I got D-Law, Michael Parsons, Randy Gregory right there. We're going to beat them folk. I'm telling you, we're going to beat them folk. Because when they ball down to it, I think my defense better than the Giants and the Washington Redskins. I think my defense better than them. The reason why I feel like my defense better than them, because Washington got 2 major injuries with Sweat and Young. If they had them 2, I'd be like, shit, their defense about the same. But without them, and I'm getting back my health to people, I think my defense better than them. The Giants, I think I think which guy just got hurt? Lionel Collins, the center. Yeah. I think he just got hurt. With him getting hurt, I don't know too much. I can't say too much about their defense. Their defense pretty solid because they've been in a lot of games this year. And they've been losing at the last minute or whatever. Their quarterback doing something stupid. You still got Daniel Jones at your quarterback. He's going to do something stupid. And he's going to give me what I want. So I believe we're going to beat them.
I don't know. Anything, but it looked like they 3-0 without Chase Young go. They beat Tampa, they beat Carolina, and they beat Seattle last week.
Now with the Tampa game, Chase Young played that game. He got hurt that game.
Yeah,
they was already up on it. They got it there.
He wasn't doing nothing. No, he only got 1 sack on the season.
We'll see this when we look at the number. We'll say that, but like I know. We ain't got to watch the game. The way Chase Young play, he getting double teamed. You know that. We ain't got to act like he can get. You think Chase Young getting one-on-one all game? Hell no. So if he getting double teamed, they're freeing up somebody else. He doing his job. So he doing his job. He doing partially his job because his job is to get a quarterback. But if he free up somebody else, he doing his job. The next game they played Carolina, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they beat Carolina 24-21, some shit like that. Start Carolina on the 4th and 3. They got away. The next game they played Seattle. We just seen that game. We just seen that game go down to an offside. The man was out. An onside kick. Seattle lined up wrong. They got the kick, but he lined up wrong. Kicked it again. They lose by 2 points. Before got away. I think they scored with 17 points. Wichita scored 15. With my whole offense option out there, with my 3 wide receivers out there, but we scoring more than 15 points. We scored more than 15 points.
You know the real reason I think I'm real skeptical of y'all playing that triangle is the fact that it's 3 divisional games.
And they know each other.
So yeah, I don't know. It's possible.
It's screwed. Don't get me wrong now. You ain't talking crazy about a long shot. Don't get me. I don't try to make sense out. Boy, you know what you're talking about. But what you saying, boy, a nigga can win money out there. What you say, that shit could win money out for real. So they can happen like shit.
We just seen Stringer. We seen Stringer happen this season over Dallas losing to Washington. Like that ain't that far fetched.
It can happen. But one thing I can't say about Dallas I know this year, even though we got 4 losses, only one on them came out of the AFC. I mean out of the NFC. And then one team in the NFC beat us, and they got them Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ain't nobody else in the NFC beat us. The other 3 losses we done got out of the AFC West. And they just probably got our number.
Yeah, Denver. Yeah, Denver. Yeah, it's weird.
Denver, Kansas City, anywhere to beat us. Not trying to be fun. I'm a diehard Cowboy fan, but the only reason why we beat the Chargers because it was early in the season. They could have beat us. You see how that game went?
Yeah.
They could have beat us. And so the AFC West probably got our number this year. And when we ran into them, we got them a little bit. We weren't beat up when we played Denver. Because then Denver, we just came in and played Denver like they were lame, and Denver just punched our ass in the mouth. But the other 2, Kansas City and the Raiders, we was a little beat up, and they handled their business. I ain't got no problem with it. But I think my team getting back healthy. And I'm expecting this Thursday, how they talking about they're going to be loud in the wars and all that. I expect that defense to come out and eat. I'm talking about really eat and chunk them folks out. And we should be getting back on track. A warm-up game against New Orleans to get ready to play the Washington Redskins because I know the Washington Redskins, they play
football team. Football team.
I'm sorry. I'm not they team, the football team. I'm sorry. I've been calling that for so long. They've been rivals for long. I don't even know nothing else but to call them that. But the Washington football team, they play the Raiders. I expect them to win this game, win the game against the Raiders. So if they win that game, and we should win against New Orleans, Washington gonna come. We got them. They gonna come try to prove a point. So that game, like I just said, that first game against Washington, if we beat them, that first game, folks finna get sweet, man. We finna sweep them, folks. That's the game. That's gonna be the game. The same way I feel about this New England Buffalo. If Buffalo beat New England this first game, they're gonna sweep New England. They're gonna sweep them. Because they didn't want to count. They didn't want to go put the pressure on whoever lose the game, the pressure on your ass. If Washington lose against the Cowboys, boy, the pressure on your ass, boy, I know you're trying to make the playoff. The pressure on your ass. And if the Cowboys lose to Washington that first game, Washington trying to tell you, boy, the pressure on your ass, boy, we finna try to get that crown back that we won last year. That means the pressure be on the Cowboys' ass. So that first game gonna tell me a whole lot. But do you think the Cowboys can beat New Orleans though?
Yeah, I think they can beat them. I think they should beat them.
Yeah, even I feel the same way. Even with all the coronavirus, like the folks that's out, so I think the Cowboys got like 5 coaches and 1 player. I think Dan Quinn gonna be the coach. I knew Dan Quinn was gonna be the coach soon. I found out that the day that it came out that Mike McCarthy was sick, he was dealing with the coronavirus. I knew Dan Quinn was gonna be the coach. No cut on. They were saying that they ain't know who was gonna be the coach. I knew Dan Quinn was gonna be the coach. He got more experience. They just simple math. And he know Sean Payton. He went against Sean Payton with about 4-5 years in a row.
Yeah. And
he can call the defense and be the head coach. He don't call offensive play, period. So I believe with all that going on, we can beat them. Easy. We still should beat them easily. This should not be no close game. We should cover them 5.5. I'm gonna say the Cowboys gonna cover them 5. What over under you?
Let me take a look. Let me take a quick look. We're looking at 48.
48.
Yeah.
What I said some shit. I said some 28, 14, and 4 42. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say we're gonna up the score. I say we over 48. And when I say that, I'm saying I'm putting it on the Cowboy offense. That's what I'm putting it on Cowboy. But I still say that even if New Orleans help them, I ain't mad. But I still say they're gonna up the score 48. They can go over 48. And I said the Cowboy cover them 5. This is a must win for them. This is a must win for the confidence and everything for the Cowboy, man. Straight up. They knew the game. Yeah. They confident gonna be. Man, I still knew the game. They knew the game. They confident gonna be shot because I know Washington gonna be coming to eat, boy. You can believe they knew this. Oh man, boy, them folk coming to eat, boy. So say them folk.
Now you worried.
I can just imagine Washington got them losing. I can just imagine the Cowboys losing the game and Washington see the Cowboys just lost the game. Oh man, they ain't never one behind them folk then. But the Raiders got a problem. I know the Washington go out there and try to beat them. And then they even knew if Washington even knew that game against the Raiders, the Cowboys just lost. They smell blood. The Washington smell blood.
Yeah.
That was this a must win for the Cowboys. That's on everything. This a must win for the standards, for their confidence, and everything. That's how I feel about this game. That's on everything I love. I feel that, and they better. That Prescott better feel like that because he the leader. So then when they boil down to it, he better feel like that. He better feel like that. He better feel like that. Even though he the rookie, Parson need to feel like that. D-Law, he just coming back. I know he just gonna be having to play football. Randy Gregory the same way. He ain't played football in 4-5 weeks, so I know you just haven't played football. But all the folks, I'm saying your number 55, I forgot it. I can't say your name. Number 55, the linebacker, or Curse, all the folks. Boy, this is a must win. You got to come out there, especially that defense. The defense better come out there with a chip on his shoulder. They just gave up 33 points to the Raider, man. To a team that just lost 3 in a row. And you hurt they start tight end. They start offensive player, you hurt them, you still let them put up 33. Boy, you gotta be pissed off about that. The same way when you play the Falcons, we should come out that same way getting New Orleans. That's what I'm looking for. Because you remember how Denver beat us? Denver beat our ass. We should come out the same way against New Orleans, the same way we came against the Falcons. Pissed off. And scraping.
Well,
that's how I feel, though. But I might be wrong. I've been wrong before. I ain't got no problem being wrong. I have no problem being it. But now, we got to break down these top 10, man. You know what's going on, man. Every week, man. We have our best 2 top 10 teams. He have his top 10. Walt have his top 10. I have my top 10. Through week whatever. This week is week 12. Walt, the name that Walt have on his is NFL Power Ranking through week 13. And mine is the top 10 teams through week 12. You want to start out with who your number 10 team is, Walt?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got the Indianapolis Colts. I know a lot of people say, well, why the hell is the Colts on there? Because I don't have actually, you have them ahead of the Tennessee Titans. I don't have the Titans at all on my list. But
they really got them on my list right now.
Yeah. I do understand that the Colts dropped 2 games to the Tennessee Titans earlier in the season when the Colts were still kind of beat up, but the Titans were healthy. Titans are actually beat up now. Colts are healthy. Carson Wentz has played pretty solid this season. He's had a real underrated season, actually, statistically. Jonathan Taylor has been an MVP candidate out of the backfield. Darius Leonard is playing tremendous on the defense. So I think as of right now, the Indianapolis Colts are the 10th best team in football, and I think they are currently better than the Tennessee Titans.
So you seen my list just like I see yours. You got the Colts at the 10. I'm saying I got the Titans didn't make your list like you said. I got the Titans at the 10. Only why I got the Titans on my list. First of all, because of their record. They gonna make the playoff. But I like how they played New England. Played New England pretty tough. I thought New England was going to blow their ass out. I thought New England was going to blow their ass out, but they put up a fight. Even though Mike Vrabel know Bill Belichick, whatever, and they always play them tight. I thought Tennessee was undermanned, and they were, but they still wouldn't play them tight. So that's how they made my top 10. So I had them at 10. But I got the Colts in my top 10 too. Who your number 9 team is?
Dallas. You know, Honestly, I think to this day, I'm a believer, and I still believe Dallas. At the end of the day, if Dallas healthy, they're better. They're better than a lot of the teams. Not a lot, but they're better than some of the teams ahead of them that I have right now. You know, y'all faltered. Y'all suffered a couple of losses. Y'all probably shouldn't have suffered. One at Kansas City, not full strength. You came back home on Thanksgiving against the Raiders, lost the shootout, not at full strength. You got a big game against the New Orleans Saints tomorrow night. You guys get some guys back. More importantly, Mari Cooper. Anything else, he'll be back. Cedric Wilson, I think, is out.
Yeah, he ain't playing. But yeah. I got Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, and goddamn Marvin Cooper. I can take that.
Yeah. So
I can take that.
Yeah. So
Marvin Cooper, not Marvin Cooper. Michael Gallup can get a lot of one-on-one. A lot of it.
Yeah. So I mean, I look at it for what it is. Like when I compare y'all to the Rams, y'all lose 2 straight. Y'all may lose 3 out of 4 games or whatever. But I gauge the way y'all lose games against the way that the Rams lose games. Y'all still look like a better team than the Rams. Like even in losses, y'all still look like a better team than the Rams. It's just obvious y'all missing a few of y'all bullets. So I'm not gonna punish Dallas as much as I punish the Rams because I think the Rams just stink right now.
Yeah, we both punished the Rams, right? We both punished. Yeah. They ain't make my list at all.
Yeah, no, mine neither. So Dallas may have been shaky for a couple weeks, missing some people, but I can see through the smoke and mirrors. I still believe y'all a solid team. At the end of the day, y'all can win y'all division and y'all can be right there somewhere between 1 and 4. You know, as far as the seeding.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm saying I don't have them at 9. I had them higher than 9. I got the Colts at 9, and the reason why I got the Colts at 9. And I got them in front of Tennessee because the roles unchanged when it comes to Tennessee and the Colts. Tennessee beat the Colts when they were healthy. Now I don't think Tennessee can beat the Colts because they're not healthy. I feel like the Colts let them get away this week. So they was up on Tampa Bay 14-0 at the crib. Went away from Taylor. And start making Carson Wentz throw the ball every play, and the results you lose that game. Give them a 14-point lead. But I like the coach mentality on offense and defense. I'm saying they physical. I'm saying they like to get physical. I'm saying anybody that run the ball as much as the coach run the ball, they let you know they get physical. So I got the coach at my number 9. I'm saying I got the Cowboys a little bit higher than 8. I mean, the 9. Who you got at your number 8?
Number 8, I got Buffalo. You know, I got Buffalo. Yeah, I'm still not a firm believer in Buffalo. I think Dallas is better than Buffalo, even though I got Dallas 1 spot behind Buffalo. But I look at it like this. They know who their quarterback is. They know what he's capable of. They know what he can do. They know they can win with him because they won with him last season. They still got Stephon Diggs. Now, not having Tre'Davious White the rest of the way is going to hurt them a lot because he tilted the defense and he allowed them to do a lot more things.
Yeah.
You know.
He let you freak it. You can freak him with them. With him, you can freak it.
You know, so White is gone now, but I still think, okay, you know, you got Josh Allen. You still got some other pieces on defense that's capable. They still got their warts, though. They still can't really stop the run that well. They don't rush the passer as well as you really need them to consistently. But Buffalo's still a good team. You know, I think Dallas is better, but Dallas is still hurt right now. Dallas got to go out tomorrow and do to New Orleans what Buffalo did to New Orleans last week.
Or what we did to the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
At my number 18, with the Dallas Cowboys. I got the Dallas Cowboys at the number 8. They won higher. They won higher than how you had them at your number 9. I'm saying the injury bug had them niggas fucked up these last couple weeks. I'm saying, and that's why they done dropped down some to me because I had them in the top 10. I mean, in the top 5, I think last week, whatever. But the injury bug done messed them up a little bit these couple weeks. the Raider game. When it comes to I can accept the Kansas City games. I'm saying Kansas City. I think Kansas City won that game a little bit more than this. I'm saying they played like it, but I don't really have no excuses for that Raider game. I'm saying 33-30. I'm saying that ain't gonna cut it, and you get the ball first in your in the overtime. I'm saying that and you go straight 3 and out. On even though you're missing your weapons on offense or whatever, you got to overcome that. So that the Raiders. So them folks ain't got nothing going on like that. They were struggling like hell. So I hold that against the Cowboys. So that's why I made them go down to 8. So I still think they won the best teams in the NFC. I still think they should go to the NFC Championship game. But I'm hoping that Raider game or these last 2 games open up their eyes and make them come on with it. And Thursday night against New Orleans gonna tell me what I get. If the Cowboy beat New Orleans and they don't beat New Orleans' ass, they are motivated. I can really call them the Walking Dead because they ain't got nothing really going on. So you supposed to handle your business and get these folks. You're supposed to be a warm-up game. So I got them at number 8. They my number 18. They still in the top 10 though. Who your number 17?
The Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm gonna explain this too because I said last week, and I still believe it. Not as much, but they didn't play, but they still moved up. But the thing is this: I can't bash the Kansas City Chiefs for doing right now what I begged them to do early in the season, which is just win damn games. It don't matter how you win them, just win them. Now they winning them. They haven't looked impressive at all in their last 3 wins, except for the Raider game. The Raider game was the only win that they actually looked impressive in. But I'm gonna say this about Kansas City: if the officiating is going to be tilted in their direction a little more, meaning if you're going to allow them corners to get up and mug and grab and disrupt, now you got a problem. We're dealing with Kansas City. But the issue is really this: the offense still look like shit. Mm-hmm. The offense still looks like shit, man. And I'm gonna tell you this: it's not just this season. Let's be honest. They didn't look right. They didn't look right in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay. They didn't look right in the AFC Championship against Cleveland, really either. Was that Cleveland? No, it was a bubble. So that offense been kind of shaky since like late last season. Now they put, I forgot who it was, but the offense has been off. Something with that offense has been off since the playoffs. Now we can say it's Patrick Mahomes, the foot, or some other injuries he may have suffered in the Super Bowl, but we saw Cam go through it in 2015 after this season when Cam was flying high. Cam got his ass beat in the Super Bowl against Denver, and Cam was never really the same after that. Cam turned around the next season, got his ass beat by Denver again in the first game
of the season. Make him jump it right out. Wow. Jumped it right out with it. He got the same thing. Brought it back like the DJ. And he ain't never been straight since then.
I'm worried because I've never seen an elite quarterback. We never seen Aaron Rodgers have a stretch like this. Mm-hmm. We talking about a good 15 straight games of and I can't say Mahomes has had average to below average play for 15 straight games. Mahomes has lit some people up during these last 15 games. But for 75% of your last 15 games to be like average to below average performances, we never saw that from Brady, except for his last year, his second to last year, I think, in New England when he had the injuries or whatever, but not from a healthy quarterback, not from a supposed to be healthy quarterback. We ain't never seen Aaron had this type of stretch. No. Even when Aaron was beat up, we never saw Aaron had these type of stretches. So something wrong with them. I'm just waiting on Kansas City to play somebody real again. And we're gonna see what the hell they really about because they've been catching people. That's all it is. They caught Green Bay at the right time. Y'all caught the Raiders at the right time. Y'all caught Dallas at the right time for sure.
Yeah, I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? But how you feel is the same way the way my list is. They ain't even make my top 10. They not in my list at all. You know what I'm saying? They're not in my list at all. And there's a strong possibility they'll make the playoffs. So they're gonna make the playoffs with them. They come out the bye week. I think they got to play the Chargers or something out the bye week. They're gonna tell a whole lot what's going on with their division and shit like that. I think the Chargers are up under them. But my 17 is Buffalo. I'm saying I got them in front of the Cowboys. I'm saying the simple reason why who Buffalo just play
Saints.
I'm saying, and they handle their business. I'm saying they handle their business. They done came back 2 weeks in a row after that crucial loss they just took against I think it was against Tennessee. I want to say Tennessee. They done handle their no, they weren't Tennessee. They lost to somebody. And I was like, damn, Buffalo just went out bad. And in 2 weeks, since then, they done handle their business against the team they supposed to beat. They beat Miami. So they handled their business against Miami, and they just came out there and handled their business against New Orleans. So I put them at number 7, but I still think Buffalo the same thing I've been saying about them. They're not tough enough. They finna really get weak now because they got them and allowed that boy White. So now we know that safety ain't finna really want to come down there and got them shake no kind of Pete really in that run game at all because he want to help somebody.
Well,
so
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say one more thing about the Chiefs because I know a lot of people may look at most people outside of us don't really search that deep into the games the way the way we do. So people may look at Kansas City and say, "Man, they 7-4 and they lead their division. How the hell you don't have them in your top 10?" The thing is this: if you go and you dig deep in the Kansas City resume, 4 of their wins came against the NFC East. They beat the Eagles, they beat the Giants, they beat football team, they beat the Cowboys. They lost against everybody else that meant anything. They lost to Baltimore. They beat Cleveland on some last second shit.
Yeah.
Week 1.
And you see what Cleveland going through this year. So what the hell what that tell you?
They lost to the Chargers. They lost to Buffalo by 18 points. Then we can just keep going down the list. They lost to Tennessee.
These folks, they got to beat these folks to get where they got to go. You see what I'm
saying? They lost by 24 to Tennessee. Yep. Y'all beat, like I said, so they haven't beat a damn person. I'm gonna say this. I think it was either CBS Sports or ESPN had Kansas City number 5 overall. I thought that was the most ridiculous shit I ever seen in my life.
Crazy. They nigga that pad history tapes.
It's all commercialized because you cannot possibly look at the Chiefs' resume this season and call them the 5th best team in football.
I'm looking at my top 10 list, right? Out of all the 10 teams I got on my list, I tell you, no, like I don't see no team on that list they can beat except Tennessee. Matter of fact, I'll give you the order right here. I know they can beat somebody on it. It'll be Tennessee, the Cowboys, but here's the Cowboy team I don't know, and the New England Patriots. And the only why I picked the New England Patriots because of Matt Jones. That's the only reason why. If their defense can't rattle Matt Jones, they can't beat New England Patriots. And out of them 10 teams, and tell us they can beat Tennessee just because they ain't got your boy Henry. They had Henry, they can't beat Tennessee. That's why they're not in my top 10. The two I don't see it, but
I mean, it's fair. I mean, let's be honest about it. I mean, we try to be as fair about it as possible. It ain't a popularity contest where we put all the sexy names all at the top. It ain't necessarily about records. It's about how you
playing ball. How you playing
exactly.
Ball. Certain teams you play. I ain't trying to be funny, no disrespect to the team, but you supposed to beat them. Now, if you play a team that really ball out like, but you really better than them folk. Now is how did you beat them? Did you have them folk like you supposed to have them folk? Or did you just barely got by them folk? Them folk gave you hell too. If they gave you hell and you ain't got no ability to get hell with them, shit, when you run in the hell, what you gonna do? You can't do that when you run into the real one. What you gonna do when you run into the real one? You ready to do that?
I mean, with the Chiefs situation ain't too much better. They looking at what Denver. They got Denver, Vegas. They got the Chargers again.
I think the Chargers are the only team that can really give them a problem. But
I don't know.
But I think the Raiders, as bad as they beat the Raiders the last time they played, I ain't gonna say bad they beat them, but they beat the Raiders the last time they played them. By the time they play the Raiders, that game gonna mean something. Like that game, the next time they play, I think they play the Chargers. That shit gonna mean something. That game definitely means something for Kansas City because they lose that game, get a charge done swept them.
I'm gonna say I think
that Raider game gonna mean a whole lot when they play the Raiders. Why would I? That might hold them out the playoff.
The Chiefs schedule set up the back end. The Chiefs schedule set up the way y'all schedule set up. They got 3 straight games. They got 3 straight weeks of division games. But I think the Chiefs schedule, whether or not they make the playoffs or win the division, is gonna come down to weeks 17 and 18.
Again, the Raiders and who? Denver?
No, at Cincinnati, at Denver.
They threw, bro.
That's what I think. But no, let's be honest. Because we gonna talk about Cincinnati too. Cincinnati got a buzzsaw of a schedule. Them last 6 games, boy.
That's true, but as we speak right here on Kansas City, I'm looking at it like this. You said they play Cincinnati and they play who? Denver?
They last 2 games at Cincinnati and at Denver. 2 cold weather games.
All right, okay. Before we even get there, if they don't win Sunday after next, I think they play the Chargers the next game they play. If they do not win that game, them folks ain't gonna say Mike, they ain't gonna make the playoffs. And the reason why I say that, because then then they play the Raiders. I don't know when they play the Raiders, but they're gonna play the Raiders. That game gonna mean something. They might beat the Raiders. Cincinnati's schedule might be brutal as hell. But that game against Cincinnati gonna mean something. I don't think they're gonna beat Cincinnati. I don't think they tough enough to beat Cincinnati in Cincinnati. Especially if they lose that Chargers, and that Chargers they're gonna knock all the confidence out of them. They beat that Chargers. The next time Kansas City play, they don't beat the Chargers next week. I think that's week 14 or something like that. Don't they play the Chargers week 14?
The Chiefs play the Raiders week 14.
Okay, that's all right. The Raiders might play that game tough though. They might play that game tough. They need that game too. They're gonna need that game. The Raiders gonna need the motor because they don't want to get swept. But when they play the Chargers,
week after that,
if they don't win that game right now, they won't get in. They won't get in. They got to win both of them games to get in.
I already told you. I told you 3 weeks ago. I thought they was done. They weren't making the playoffs.
They got to win. They got to beat the Raiders and they got to beat the Chargers. Both of them games. If they don't win both of them games, they're not gonna get in. That's on everything. I don't see them get in. I don't see them get in. That's on everything I look. I do not see them get in. Because right now, if you lose both of them games, well, you damn sure ain't more feels than Cincinnati. Cincinnati finna eat you.
We don't know what the hell Cincinnati gonna look like in another 4 weeks, though.
Whatever it look like, if they out contention or whatever, now that's a hell of a team to play spoiler because they ain't like they got no sorry team. They got a good team. Whoever beat, if they done lost, they gonna probably lose who they play. Baltimore, some shit like that. They gonna play some team that really better than them. They ain't like they finna lose to. They finna play Houston and lose to Houston. They finna lose to the Jets. I don't think they playing them folk like that. So if they playing some folk that's some hell of contenders, shit, I ain't mad. But if Kansas City got to play them, boy, that's a hell of a fight. You got to beat them folks. Them folks just put up 40 something on Pittsburgh now. Folks ain't no joke. Put up 40 something on them folks, straight up. Put up 40. And no question that. They put up 40 in the air and with the smash mouth.
Yeah.
Kansas City don't like the smash. Kansas City don't like the smash mouth. They playing in Kansas City. I mean, they playing in goddamn Cincinnati now. And what you said on week 14, week 16, I mean week 17, something like that. But on the end of December, shit.
Yeah.
They're gonna be ugly up there. But if they gonna have their business getting the Raiders and the Chargers though, before they even get there. If they have their business before they get there, they ain't gonna make it up. Well, the Chargers gonna beat them out. The Chargers gonna beat them out. That was that number. So you say you had Kansas City number 7, I got Buffalo.
Yeah, we on the number 6.
Who you got number 6? This shit crazy. Who you got number 6?
Cincinnati.
This shit crazy.
I think, okay, so the Bengals. I'm going to go back and look at the Bengals schedule. I mean, if we look at it.
Yeah, pull that schedule up.
During this time of season, everybody got an ugly loss on their record for the most part. But I look at the fact that they beat Minnesota in a close game. They had a bad loss to Chicago. They beat Pittsburgh twice. They beat Jacksonville. They lost a game to Green Bay. They could have very well won, but they missed some field goals in that game. They beat up the Lions. They beat Baltimore. They lost by a field goal to the Jets. They lost to Cleveland bad, but they turned around off that by they beat the Raiders. They blew out Pittsburgh. Now, this game against the Chargers this weekend is monstrous for them. Because after this Charger game, you looking at this is the final five games for them. 49ers, Broncos, Ravens, Chiefs, Browns. So Kansas City gonna be fighting for something. Denver fighting for something for damn sure. Baltimore always fighting for something. And Frisco on any given Sunday can put together a game plan to beat anybody.
They're gonna be fighting for something too. They fight for something too. Remember that's right after the Charger game. They play they right after the Charger game, so they're gonna be fighting for something. I think they got the playoff spot now. 49 got the playoff spot now. So yeah, they gonna tell you they schedule tough. I'm gonna
say Cincinnati in place though.
I can see them beating the Browns. I can see them beating the Browns. The Charger game gonna tell a whole lot. I believe they beat the Charger game, they in. Because I don't see after the Chargers and they beat the Browns, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 games. Out of them 4 games that's between them, they can come out them 4 games 2-2.
We're gonna find out if Cincinnati for real or they beat Baltimore again in 3 weeks. If they beat Baltimore again,
they automatically in.
If they beat them again, it's not. Now I'm like, okay, Cincinnati for real.
If they beat them again, they automatically in.
Yeah.
No cut on it. They automatically in. So then if they beat them again. But I'm just looking at it just trying to make it just even out. And what I mean by that is you beat the Chargers. I believe you're gonna beat Cleveland. Cleveland last game of the season. So now you got 4 games between them two. They're the 49ers, Denver, Ravens, Chiefs. If you go 2-2 out them 4, now you put the pressure down like, but you got to win out 3. You got to win 3 of the 4. If you win 2-2 out them 4, and you beat the Chargers and you beat Cincinnati, that 4 wins out of 6. You ain't mad. So saying you ain't mad. So saying that could get you in the playoffs. That can get Cincinnati in the playoffs. So saying that get them in the playoffs. But if you fuck around and lose to the Chargers, now, well, hey, but you got to beat the 49ers now. You see what I'm saying? You got to beat the 49ers. You must beat Denver.
It's something, man. I don't know. Them 49ers coming too.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said this Charger game gonna tell you can get in where you fit in it. Because them 4 games in the middle between because I think the Browns gonna lay down that last game. The Browns ain't gonna mean that for them. Baker Mayfield might be on the bench. That shit ain't gonna mean that for them. So I give them Cincinnati that game to win. They should win that game. So now I'm looking at the game between that. After the Chargers, I'm looking at the game between that. If you beat the Chargers, it's 4 games between that before you see before you see Cleveland. Just win 2 out of them 2. You win 2 out of them 4, and you straight. Because if you beat the Chargers, because I feel like you're gonna beat Cleveland. So now if you beat the Broncos and the 49ers, you beat them 2, and you beat the Chargers and you beat Cleveland. That 4 wins. How many wins they got already? 8.
Yep.
That's 12. You lose to Cincinnati. I mean, you lose to Baltimore and you lose to Kansas City. You 12-5. 12-5 get you in. I don't care.
No, my bad. They 7-4 right now. They 7-4.
Okay, they 7-4. You if you win 4 out of your last 6 games, they got that's 11-6. That's 11-6. Shit, that can get you in. I don't see nobody else in ALC that they're gonna be doing better than 11-6.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's
the Charger game gonna tell you what's going on. I ain't even look at the schedule like that, but the Charger game, this is a must win for Cincinnati. They're talking about making the playoff because not you can't lose to Cincinnati, you can't lose to the 49ers. You better not lose to that Kansas City either. If you lose to the Chargers, you better not lose to Kansas City either. Because you do. Because now the pressure on you got to sweep Baltimore. You got to sweep it. You don't want the pressure on you.
I don't know. When I look at that Charger, we don't know what Chargers team gonna show up.
You're right about
that's one thing.
And they going to Cincinnati at 1:00.
Yeah, and then after that game, it's like I'm gonna be honest with you.
Don't be surprised that game don't be done like the Baltimore game. Remember when they went to Baltimore and that 1:00 game, the Chargers. Remember how Baltimore made them look?
Yeah.
I'm
gonna be honest though. I think they're gonna lose to San Francisco and Denver. I think they're gonna lose 2 straight, and they're gonna get things together. They're gonna pop Baltimore. They should pop Kansas City. It's something about that Frisco game, man.
If they lose, they play. It's in Cincinnati though.
I don't think it matters. You talking about the Kansas City game?
No, the 49er game.
I don't think it matters.
And Debo Samuels ain't playing. Debo Samuels. They best player. Their second best player ain't playing. You know who I'm talking about? Debo Samuels.
Yeah,
he ain't playing.
Man, listen. Don't act like you ain't seen Kyle Shanahan put together a game plan and put it.
You're 100% right about that. I done seen that before, but I believe in Cincinnati, they ain't gonna be able to keep up. They ain't gonna be able to keep up with Cincinnati.
And then that Denver game, Denver got the secondary to match up with them.
They do. So that's why that Charger game means so much, bro. That's why I said you can't afford to lose out. If you lose out, you might not get in.
Because you looking at
out of the 49ers, Denver, Ravens, Chiefs, bro, you're gonna lose 2 of them games, bro. They're gonna lose 2 of them games. It might be Denver, it might be the 49ers. You don't want to beat them 2, because if you beat them 2, now you got to beat Baltimore when you play them. Now you got to beat Kansas City when you play them. So
out of these 6 games, including the Chargers this weekend, I got them going 3-3 in these last 6 games.
Well, right now I got them going 4-2. Because I got
would have put them at 10-7. They'll be there.
They'll be if they go your way, it'll be 10-7 on.
Yeah.
If you go my way, it'll be 11-6. I got them to make the playoffs, so I got them to make the playoffs. You said you got Cincinnati at yourself.
My 6.
Yeah, you got Cincinnati at your 6. I'm sorry, excuse me.
Yeah.
Cincinnati at your 6. I got Baltimore at my 6. The reason why I got Baltimore at my 6, I'm saying they just won. They just beat who the team they just beat. He threw 4 Cleveland. I feel like they supposed to dominate Cleveland. Deep down in my heart, I feel like Baltimore supposed to dominate Cleveland. They're wounded. They wounded animal in the woods. They go eat him. And they like to game their game away. I was at home while they're throwing 4 interceptions. I've been seeing this shit all the last 4-5 weeks. Even though Baltimore been winning the game, it been Lord have mercy wins. It been video game wins. So how long can we keep going with the video game? And how long the video game gonna take us to the Super Bowl? Can the video game take us to the Super Bowl? I don't really think so. Not right now. I'm saying let they tighten their ass up. But I do have them in the top 10, and I got them at my number 6. I'm like if you're going to play, if the playoffs start tomorrow and Lamar Jackson play any way he done played within the last 5 weeks, they lose. They lose. A playoff game, like how he been playing, they lose. The 4 interceptions, the way Miami played them with just 0 blitz, and you can't read this, and man, please. So I feel like he's the same player in the NFL, but Baltimore better tighten that shit up. He got to tighten up. I ain't gonna say Baltimore. He got to tighten up. So however he do it, what they gonna go, he got to tighten up. Them 4 interceptions made me so goddamn mad. They playing Cleveland. I'm like, every time he throw interception, got that Cleveland do something, and they turn about all that, man. They give the shit back to you. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Y'all. And he threw 4 crucial. I'm talking about the 4 interceptions I seen that man throw. With interception, like you don't even see that man right there. Like how the hell you didn't see that man standing right there? And
he had game, but he ain't the only one in the league that had them type of weird games, man.
But if he take that away, you can't stop home. That means he killing himself.
They 8-3 though.
Yeah, that go with who they've been playing in the video game, man. For the money, that ain't gonna. I can't eat all that. That ain't gonna. I can't go 12 months like that. I can't eat all that for 12 months. Hell no. I'm gonna get put out those. I'm gonna get put if I put all my faith in that for a whole year, be like, okay, this is how I'm gonna live a whole year, just like this. This how we gonna do it. Eventually, I'm gonna get put out those. I ain't gonna make it a whole year like that. That ain't gonna cut it.
All right.
I got him at number 6. So I got him at my number 6. Who is you guys' number 5? I see you guys number 5. Who you guys number 5?
Got the Baltimore Ravens, man.
I see.
They flawed as hell, man. But I'm gonna say this: they got the video game at quarterback. They got the greatest kicker statistically in NFL history, and in the league, they got the greatest kicker in the league right now. They got one of the top 2 head coaches in football. I always felt John Harbaugh.
The coach stay lovely.
And they know how to win fucking games. I'm talking about preseason game. This team ain't lost a preseason game, what, 4 years?
Yeah.
5 years?
Yeah.
It's about winning.
That's scouting everything.
It's a test to me, it's a testament to the will and the culture of that team and that organization, man. Because they find ways, where there's Huntley at quarterback, where there's them losing 5 running backs in the preseason to end the injuries, where there's them losing they start in corner. People forgot. Marcus Peters ain't played all season.
They don't photo allow.
Everybody, they lose.
Them folk don't allow, man. Them folk can start putting on.
I tell people, man.
I'm telling you, boy, them folk pitiful.
That team, I tell people.
Coaching though, they let me know they got a hell of a coaching staff, a hell of a scout team, all that.
And heart. All
that.
That's what I say, man. Don't be surprised. The Ravens, one of the teams I think that can get on a roll in the AFC and win it. It all depends on any type of matchup that they get.
They got it. They got to get enough to do that
because they know how to win.
I just think when it boiled down to it, the video game gonna make a mistake, and that mistake gonna cause them. But I feel you them at the number 5. I mean, at your number 5.
So not only that, I'm gonna say this too. The Ravens have played up to this point in the season the second toughest schedule in the league, and they 8-4. They walked out of the 8-3.
I ain't even know that.
They walked out of this schedule so far 8-3 with the second toughest schedule in the league, with all them injuries. That team, man, that team got a soul.
Them folk built for it too.
they built for it.
Yeah,
they built for it. So it's like I
ain't know that though. What you just said.
Well, Green Bay, who I got ahead of them, Green Bay. Well, not directly ahead of them, but Green Bay played the 4th toughest schedule. And they had their injuries too in Green Bay right there. So I think a lot needs to be said for teams like Baltimore and Green Bay who play top 4, top 5 tough schedules and walk out of it with 8 wins.
Yeah, that means you're handling your business. So that shit means something. Yeah. I ain't know that about Baltimore though. I probably would have switched my mind if I would known that, because I don't know why I put these folks in front of them. Because I like how they beat them. I got my number 5 and 6.
Yeah,
I got 6 at the number 5. But with me knowing about, but what you just said about Baltimore with the hardest schedule, or the second, who said the second with the hardest schedule?
Second hardest schedule behind Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that shit that means something. I don't give a damn nobody say that shit that means something. So I do that right now. I switch that. I put Cincinnati at 6 and Baltimore at 5. I do that. I can do that because I didn't know that, and they just keep me pinned. I ain't know that. And with that going on, even though they beat y'all, Cincinnati beat Baltimore, I put them in front of them right now. So that I put that. So we got the same thing. I put Baltimore at my 5. I put Baltimore at my 5. Who you got at your 4?
I got the Pats, man. I got the Pats. I know they ain't doing the sexy on offense. It don't matter because they got a rookie star at quarterback who doing his damn job and he doing it well. He turned the ball over every now and then, but for the most part, he may only throw for under 200 yards, but he gonna get 2-3 touchdowns with that.
He'll be efficient.
And then the defense. I said before the season started, I had them winning the division. And everybody said, man, you crazy as hell. Mac Jones, the quarterback, ain't no way in hell. The reason I thought
you'll know after Monday. You'll know after Monday.
Yeah, but I was hanging it on 3 reasons. For one, Bill Belichick was going to bounce back. They spent too much money in the offseason on that defense.
They made shit about it. They made
in other areas.
A lot of players came back though. You know, they had like 9 players.
Yeah, they missed a lot of dudes with COVID last year too.
They
did.
I looked over that. I ain't gonna lie, I looked over that when it came to me. I looked over that part.
Well, also I thought with the guys they had coming back and the guys they added. They brought in Matthew Judon too, who they had. I think Judon got 11 sacks this season, 10.5 sacks.
Yeah.
So
they would have got him from Baltimore.
Yeah, so I knew the defense had a shot to be championship material. And what they doing now? They playing championship material
defense in the NFL.
Leading the league in takeaways.
Yeah, them folks ain't no joke.
So I'm gonna say this: they're another threat. Like we starting to get to the legit threats now.
Yeah,
New England a legit threat.
The problems.
Because if you bring into the playoffs a top 5 defense, top 3 defense, and you got maybe the greatest head coach in NFL history, and you got a quarterback that knows his role, and he's not turning the ball over. Now, I know Mac Jones a rookie. We expect his rookiness to show up. What if it's a situation where it don't show up?
He ain't showed up yet.
Yeah. That's what I've been telling people, man. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if that championship game in Foxborough or up in Gillette, man.
I done seen it with a rookie quarterback before. Not saying with New England, but I seen Sanchez do it. I seen Joe Flacco do it. So I done seen it done before. But when my number 4 team is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now. So right now I got them at the 4-bet team through week 12. So they just play. Who Tampa Bay just beat somebody? Who Tampa Bay just beat?
Oh, they who was them boys, man? They just beat the Colts.
They came back on the coach. That was a good game. It was a damn good game. So they came back on the coach. So they were down by 14 though. So I really feel the coach gave that game away. And when I mean gave away, you get the team down by 14 in the second half, man. Third quarter, man. Middle of third quarter, man. You up by 14, man. You supposed to lay down with them folk. You don't supposed to let them bug it back like that. Gave Tom Brady too much time. Anyway, I think they getting healthy. So I'm saying Gronk back. Antonio Brown be gone about 2 more weeks. And so I'm saying Tampa Bay, I'm saying they coming in the form. I'm saying, but I don't still think they're not in the top 3 teams. The 3 teams I think in front of them, even though they beat them one time this year, I think they can't beat the 3 teams in front of them. That's why I got them at number 4. But I Tampa Bay, they my number 4 team. Who your number 3 team is?
Tampa.
Yeah, I'm saying the same.
I mean, maybe it's a little benefit of the doubt, but I mean, I can see Tampa for what it is. Tampa been playing sloppy football all season. They'll make some plays, whatever, on defense, but it been mainly Brady and Brady's numbers. But Tampa been playing sloppy football all season. But I still think at their best, getting those secondary guys back healthy, they primed up for that stretch run. And I still think at their best, they can beat Green Bay and Arizona in the NFC. I think on any given Sunday, we talking about January. Because the thing is this, we gotta remember too. It's only 2 buys.
Yeah, I don't think they can beat Arizona.
I don't know.
The reason why I held the Arizona team. The reason why I don't think they'll be. And when I say held the Arizona, I ain't talking about the video game bringing JJ Watt back, and I'm talking about the 4 they're able to play. So they're not the 4 they're out for the year. 4 they're gonna be able to play this year. I'm saying I don't think they can beat them. I'm saying the reason why I don't think their secondary can match up. Their secondary can match up with Arizona with Arizona, especially with that boy with Arizona wide receivers and tight end, especially that boy what his name is. The tight end they got, that tight end make them hold out more.
Zach Ertz?
Yeah, they made them hold out those more dimensions. But I'm saying Tampa Bay can put up a fight against anybody.
Well, Tampa got issues of their own though, because Hopkins still got that hip injury.
Now I said if he healthy, if I don't think he gone for the year. I'm saying, ain't he growing? It ain't a hip, he growing, ain't it? Hamstring.
I thought it was a hip.
I thought it was
either a hip or a hamstring.
Yeah. I think it's a hamstring. He pulled him off of when he get Green Bay. He fucked up small get Green Bay. That 60-yard catch or whatever.
I think you can make the same argument for Tampa though. Like I don't think Arizona secondary can match it with Tampa wide receiver. They skill position players either. You know, Tampa got a lot of boys out there.
Yeah, that's true. The only X factor I have, my X factor is Kyler Murray, and the reason why I put him in the X factor is him running around. So I don't think they defense can put him in a box. I don't think he got the heat. Home got that gonna make that corner. Young nigga can make that corner, boy. He can make that corner. So he can make that corner. And when I say make that corner, I'm talking about sliding over to a spot where he can see good enough to find that play. Because then I ain't talking about him just taking out running. I ain't talking about Michael Vick. I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about DeMar Jackson and all that. I'm talking about home. When he take off so he can get some room to see. You remember like Doug Flutie back then? Remember how Doug Flutie used to do?
Yeah.
He do like that. But he got. But
well, let me ask you this then: how much you think experience could factor in? Because Arizona got none and Tampa got all of it.
A whole lot. But if that game in Arizona, shit, I like Arizona. I like Arizona confident and on the defense end, they got a lot of players who done been in a lot of shit on defense. And then they can match the experience, not the Super Bowl experience, but they got folks like what that boy name what that boy they got? I'm finna call
Chandler Jones.
He done did it. I can't remember who he done did something with. So I ain't saying that. I'm finna call out some more folk. The boy, the running back, he done played in big game before.
James Conner.
Yeah, on DeAndre Hopkins, he done played in shit with Houston. He done played in some big game before. I'm saying with when I say big games, I'm talking about the playoffs. I ain't talking about the Super Bowl and.
Well, he played a couple wild cards, but honestly, Chandler Jones the only one that played in real big games though.
That Baker ain't never played in there.
Hell no.
Well, who else they got? Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's an inexperienced team right there.
AJ Green ain't never played in there.
Nope, he ain't never played. You know, AJ playing nothing major in Cincinnati.
They made that. I'm saying, Andy Dalton made the playoff.
Who?
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton. No, they made the playoffs, but he ain't played in no big games like that. I mean,
the AFC Championship game. I feel you on all this.
Yeah, no, they ain't really. No, they ain't.
That's against everybody though. They gonna bring that against everybody in the NFC except Green Bay.
Yeah, so I would be if they got to Tampa they still chasing Green Bay. They want to get that number 2 seed. If they get that number 2 seed, they ain't got to worry about seeing Arizona until they yeah.
Okay, so but I think that Buffalo game gonna let you know that if they can get that number 2 seed. Now I think they're the harder game left on their schedule. The Buffalo game, I believe. But you got Tampa Bay at your 3. We really just switched wise. Like I said, I had Tampa Bay at my 4. I got New England at my 3. And the reason why I got New England at my 3 is everything you just said about the New England Patriots. Everything you just said about the New England Patriots, jamming right all the way up, bro. I'm saying no cut on it. I'm saying they got the defense, A1 defense, Super Bowl ready defense, Super Bowl ready coach. Owner the dilemma they really got is you hoping Matt Jones bring the rookie come out. And for the rookie to come out, that means somebody defensive line gotta dominate. If their defensive line don't dominate, Matt Jones not gonna get routed. He's not gonna have no rookie mistake. That's why that's why you ain't seen the little rookie shit come out of because ain't nobody routed him. Ain't nobody got on his ass. Ain't nobody. The first 2-3 plays said hike a nigga that got on him. Boom. He fall back and be like, okay, I trim my offensive line. He's great. And that offensive lineman you trust, he made a mistake and a nigga get at you. Now you're looking for him. You're looking for folks. Yeah, you got to get a nigga have a jittery leg. You're looking for folks. He ain't had to do that all year. So if nobody ain't got them doing him like that, it's gonna be hard to beat them folk, man. It's gonna be hard.
Another thing too, we haven't seen a situation where that defense have an off game. Like what if they go out there against somebody and they fall and somebody get the best of them and they fall behind 21-0, or they fall behind a situation where they down 27-10, and you need Mac Jones to not just paper cut his way down the field. You need Mac to start doing some stabbing his way down the field.
I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I can't see that defense going out like that.
I can't either, but it can happen.
But the way I can see what you talking about, the way I can see that happening is a special team play or muff punt type shit. You know what I'm saying, or script sack, nigga pick it up, take it to the house. and put them in situations like that. But just straight up the defense, just somebody going down and they just had them for 2017. Shit, I don't see that. Now, if that happens, now you put it on Matt Jones, and we can see now you got to throw the ball down the field. Now we got a whole different ball game. You can count on your left hand how many quarterbacks that really they can overcome that. So I'm saying against certain teams. Now I believe Matt Jones can probably overcome that against Houston, but he probably can't overcome that against Cincinnati. He probably can't.
Well, I think
he can't overcome that. I don't think he can overcome that against Buffalo with the way Buffalo messed up right now with their cornerback being hurt. If Buffalo jump on them 2017, some shit like they having them, they did.
I don't think Buffalo can though.
You're right.
I don't think Buffalo can do it. Well, we're gonna find out about it. I don't think Buffalo can do it. And I'm even skeptical of Cincinnati because I think y'all young as hell.
I think when they bought Cincinnati young, but they young on the same thing. New England young on offense themselves. Cincinnati young on offense themselves. So now when they boil down to it,
Bill Belichick ain't young though.
You're right. That the main X factor. But if I can get New England in Cincinnati, I don't think he can go out there and beat Cincinnati in Cincinnati. But I think he probably can get a win in New England though.
But you gotta remember that though. You gotta remember up here in the Midwest, we talking about January weather in Ohio. So we talking about some rough ass weather.
I'm saying
for both teams.
Yeah, they can have. They built for that. They built for that. They built for that. And when if New England play Cincinnati, that'd be a good ass game, and it'll be hard for me to pick. But if I had to pick right now in the playoff, if they play right now, I go with Cincinnati. And the only reason why I say I go for Cincinnati, because I believe home will throw the ball more down the field than Matt Jones will. I think Joe Burrows will take more shots down the field than Matt Jones will. And I think
you know what? I'm gonna say this. In the AFC right now, the only team I can say now even Kansas City at full throttle. I don't think Kansas City can beat. They can't beat this New England defense because they still too top heavy with one wide receiver and one tight end. So even if Kansas City was running on all cylinders right now, I think New England would still give them problems. The only team I really think can do it is the Colts. It may sound funny, but if you look at the way the Colts built, they're the only team I think is built to really go in there and beat New England the way they built right now. Now I don't know what they can really do as far as
in New England.
I'm just talking about player for team for team. I think the Colts are built to do it.
They match up good. The reason why they match up good because they can match the way New England want to get physical.
It's about ball control. Both head coaches want to control the time clock.
But now you got to ask yourself who you believe in the most, Matt Jones or Carson Wentz? Right now, as we speak,
Mac Jones.
I got to say Mac Jones. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why I say I got to say Mac Jones, because the only thing keep coming through my head is when the Colts played Tennessee, they called a screen play down on the 2-yard line, and Carson Wentz tried to throw the screen play with his left hand instead of just throwing the ball away. And they picked it off and ran in the end zone. So they let me know he will make that mistake that I ain't seen Mac Jones do all year.
True.
So I had to pick Mac Jones over him. I had to pick Mac Jones on him. But that's a good matchup, though. You're right. Looking at the code, you're right. That's a good matchup. So we virtually got number 1 and number 2 the same. So you got Green Bay, I got Green Bay. You got Arizona, I got Arizona. I'm saying, why you got them in that order?
Yeah. Couple people asked me over the last couple of days, you crazy? Green Bay beat Arizona. How you gonna have Arizona ahead of Green Bay? I don't look at just the fact that Arizona lost to Green Bay. I look at the fact that it was a close game. Green Bay didn't go into Arizona and handle Arizona.
Yeah, no.
It was a close game, and the Cardinals was one blunder away from sending Green Bay home with a loss.
Yeah, man.
So I think when Green Bay,
I think Green Bay better now since then though.
Yeah, and I was about to say that. I think Could Green Bay go back into Arizona and beat Arizona again with the way they playing? Yeah, I think they could because I think Green Bay secondary is better than Arizona, but I think Arizona is better in the front seven than Green Bay. So I think Arizona and Green Bay is that's a serious matchup. I think that'll be a more even matchup right there. Although I think Arizona Tampa will be the more fun matchup to watch, but yeah, I think when both teams are at full strength, I like Arizona. I like Arizona better than Green Bay.
Me too. I'm saying, when it boiled down to it, I think I get Arizona defense a little bit more of an edge. You know, over Green Bay defense. Green Bay defense been playing tremendous ball. I'm talking about hell of a ball. But I think, like you said, the front seven or whatever. I think the front seven help out the back end. So if the front seven help out the back end, I think that front seven will get it. Aaron Rodgers more quicker than Green Bay front seven will get it. Kyler Murray. You know what I'm saying? I think Kyler Murray can elude and get out the way or whatever. And with the weapons that he have, especially with that tight end or whatever, that shit cause a problem. So I think Arizona just slightly better than Green Bay right now. Green Bay playing good ball. I can't take that from them. It really 1A and 1B to be real. So then, but I like Green Bay. I mean, I like Arizona. So then, if they play Green Bay again and they healthy, I don't think they'll beat Arizona. I don't think Green Bay will beat Arizona. But I like Arizona. We got the same thing. Got that on about the same cue. I think Arizona the best team in that field right now. And they just had a bye week. They ain't play nobody. They ain't lose.
Right.
They got that. They finna be when they play this week. Who they play this week? They play Chicago. That's a big game, Arizona. I don't know who I was talking to about that game, but I was telling them I like Arizona to win that game, but I won't be surprised if they lose that game. And they were like, "What you mean?" I said, "Shit, boy, that game at 1:00, Arizona to Chicago. I don't know what the weather gonna be like. Boy, that shit gonna be ugly." So saying,
don't believe you.
But I know Kyler Murray coming back. I don't know if DeAndre Hopkins coming back. I don't know what the hell going on with him. I don't know when he'll be back.
I think.
But that's a sneaky game though, Walk, man. I'm telling you, man, that's a one. Even if
Arizona play poorly offensively, I still don't think Chicago could do anything offensively against Arizona defensively. So I think the
weather and the time frame would be the X factor, man. The same way that Giant Las Vegas Raider game.
Man, I think worst case
scenario. I got Arizona to win the game.
Yeah. Me too, but I think I won't
be shocked, man. I think Eddie Dowdy gonna play. I won't be shocked.
Man, worst case scenario, I think we're looking at Arizona 13, Chicago 6. Maybe something like that. I don't think they lose. I definitely don't think they lose.
What the point spread is? So I be getting
man.
That point spread be a motherfucker. That shit had me fucked up.
Arizona favored by a touchdown.
7 points.
Yeah. 46.5. Over under 46.5.
Man, that game might be like the Thanksgiving game.
I mean, they favored by a touchdown.
Yeah, so it's gonna be, but I think they'll cover all year though. Arizona cover all year. But I believe Arizona win, but I won't be surprised. Boy. I won't be surprised them folks win that game. Boy, I'm telling you that weather, boy. I don't know what the weather gonna be. I didn't know whatever the weather gonna be, it ain't gonna be that way in Arizona. I know that. I know that for a fact. It ain't gonna be that way in Arizona. But we got that on cue. We got this. Our top 10, but we got two the same. No, 3 the same because I put Baltimore at the 5. Arizona, Green Bay, put them at the same spot. They're about right. So we just got three of the same in the same spot out of 10. 10 and 9 of the same team. We have one different. Yeah. Tennessee and Kansas City. You got Kansas City still thinking they got a chance, and I still think Tennessee got a chance. Well, we done had these folks here for a pretty good minute, man. Let these folks know how to get in touch with, man, so we can get them up out of here.
Certainly. You can follow me on Facebook. My name, of course, Walt Stringer. You can follow me on Instagram, WS_4Mayor. That's WS_4 Mayor, MAYOR. And you can find me on Twitter at Goats and Rings. That's at Goats and Rings.
Hey, man, y'all know who I am, man. I'm Moore Drive, man. I represent Know That Sport to the fully. I appreciate you, Walt, man. You know I fuck with folks who fuck with me. I'm on all podcast platform, man. Know That Sport podcast. Episode will be out Friday, 12 midnight, man. Got a breakdown week 13 in NFL, man. Y'all know what's going on. Picks, spreads, over and under. Game of the week, excuse me, gang. Know that game. I'm a hot top 4 or top 16 that I believe gonna cover spreads. I'm saying that'll be out Friday, 12 midnight. On our podcast platform, Know That Sport podcast, sponsored by Highlight Commodity. Once again, man, I appreciate you, Walt, man. Keep doing your thing, man. You know I fuck with folks who fuck with me all the way. Know that if you don't know nothing else. Shaking it. Know that, son.